Salutations, this is Dave from System Degenerate, and I'm having a very hard time getting this camera angle right, so I'm going to lean over. The purpose of this video, in this week's SD lesson video, I said video twice there, it's not very good, it's basically to talk about using the volume control and how to successfully use volume on a guitar. Basically, turn everything up until no one can hear how badly you're playing. End of video. No, I'm joking, it's not really. No, I was just going to give a few little bits of advice. I'm going to go just put myself out of shot now so you can see the guitar anyway. Basically, it's about the little volume control actually on the guitar. Now, a lot of the time people use this as a glorified kill switch. I am right now. And you can use it for like a violining effect, is what it's called, when you hit a note and turn it up. That sounds pretty cool, you know, but it's kind of wasting the opportunity of it, really. Now, I used to, when I was switching between my cleans and my distortions, basically just use a pedal. I don't really do that so much now. I do use a pedal, but I don't use a distortion pedal anymore. What I've basically gotten into doing is to using the crunch channel of my amp. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because the volume control can be used for a specific purpose in cleaning up the tone, which is kind of the important thing I want to get to here. So, effectively, what I do is I'm on the crunch channel, as I just said, and I have an overdrive pedal that boosts it up. Now, two overdrives make a distortion, which is important. I'm rambling, but yeah, two overdrives, distortion, and then loads of distortions make a fuzz. Or if you're just one of those producers who likes to use loads of distortion, they just make a distortion, whatever, I'm rambling again. Now, I seem to have lost all signal. I'm going to edit that out because I've just made a fool of myself. So anyway, as I was saying, two overdrives make a distortion, yada yada yada. Now basically, on my channel of the amp, I'm not on the overdrive channel, I'm still on the clean, but I've got a crunch to it. If you don't have a 4-channel amp, you've only got 2, just crank up the gain. So it's not really distorted, it's just kind of a light bit of gain. Whereas if I crank on this pedal, like that sort of thing. Now if you do want clean, which, you know, if you're in a metal player, why would you, but whatever, then what a lot of people tend to do in this situation is they just dial down the volume on the guitar. But I find you still get a bit of crunch. You have to kind of go all the way down to the bottom and then just go up a bit. Like that sort of thing. Now, of course, you can dial it back up and be like... So, you know, that's one way of doing it, but again, as I first said, you have to put the volume down really, really low to do it. But the way I get around that is that this guitar I'm playing, and the other one that I have of these, I have 2 of these guitars, the other one I have, they both have coil taps. And so when I want to clean, I put the coil tap on, because with the coil tap you get a natural volume dip anyway, and then you haven't got to go down so far. See what I mean? So, you know, that's one thing that you can do with it. That's kind of how I use it to clean the tone up. But the other thing, really, that you can use for it is, I can't do it on this guitar particularly, but if you have 2 volume controls, then what a lot of people do is they turn down the volume on the neck a little bit, and then they have the volume on the bridge up all the way, and then when you're playing your riffs, you switch from the neck, well, to the neck I should say, so that you've got the rhythm picking going out that, and then when you want a lead boost, just switch to the bridge, you've got more output coming out of it, which is a good way of doing it. If you have one volume control, again, you can kind of get away with that for a little bit. If you just turn the volume down, then turn it back up again for your leads. You know, like... And so on and so forth. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. This ends this week's lesson.